accepting what happened on the cross, there's no way God can forgive you, because spirits don't forgive. There is no spirit that forgives. Forgiveness does not exist in the spirit realm. Make no mistakes about it. Every time the word forgive is used, is the word aphesis. It means to wash away. A spirit cannot forgive. That's why when God saw sin on Jesus, he forgot for a moment that Jesus was part of the Godhead. He killed him. Jesus, the only begotten son, sin came to him and God didn't forgive him and say, oh, this is my son. He killed Jesus. Anybody that carries sin must die. And so when you carry sin out of time, there is a place set aside. In Revelation chapter 20 from verse 11 to 15, the Bible said, I saw a great white throne, and it said all the earth ran towards it, and it said books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life. And it said any man whose name is not found in the book of life, it said that man is cast into the lake of fire. It said even those that died before, it said they will be summoned back from Hades. Those that died in the sea, they will be summoned, because there's no escape. The white throne is the separation between condemnation and glorification. And contamination and glorification are the two eternal destinations that exist. Whether you cross over to glorification or contamination is a function of the white throne. But what will re-navigate you from the white throne to glorification is when you pass through the cross of Jesus Christ. So the message of the cross can be taught from the perspective of the judgment of God. I was teaching them in church last week, and I told them the gospel we heard has set us up. The gospel you heard, they told you you can do what you want. You can fornicate, God will forgive you. There is such a thing called judgment in Zion. And I will tell you, if you study the Bible, Paul made a statement in 2 Timothy 4, 7 and 8. He said, I have fought a good fight. I have kept the faith. He said, there remaineth for me a crown of life. That is called glorification. Glorification has different layers. Many people will go to heaven. They will go to heaven because they accepted Christ, but they didn't teach them the full message of the cross from the perspective of judgment. They taught them the message of the cross from the perspective of the benevolence of God, and they stopped there. If you continue to sin, you will have no inheritance, because when Paul was talking about the crown of life, he didn't talk about sin. It has nothing to do with sin. It has everything to do with the fact that having known the love of the Father on the cross, the love of the Father constrains you. When you know the love of God is not just something you sing about. The love of God constrains you to live for God. And so when people don't know the cross from the side of the judgments of God, they think the cross is a ticket for lasciviousness. And you hear people tell you things like, even if they fornicate, God will still forgive them. Even if they still lie, God will forgive them. Even if they take bribe, God will forgive them. Welcome to judgment. Everybody lying, everybody fornicating, everybody stealing is a child. And the heir, so long as it's a child,